Hey everyone, it's Alan with 𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗀. Welcome back to another new video. In today's video, we are going to be trying out CandleScience's new Stevenson 3-in-1 Bubble Bath Base and their new Stevenson Aloe and Shea Unscented Lotion Base. Now, they did send me these for an authentic review on the channel, but this video is in no way sponsored or affiliated, and we're going to be doing a full test of these products. So what's cool about these is if you are a small business and say you make candles primarily, but you are looking to add like a bubble bath or a shower gel or a lotion, these are extremely easy to use, and literally all you have to do is like add the fragrance. So I'm going to show you just how easy this is. I also wanted to kind of play around with them a little bit and just see the consistency. I will say that this Aloe and Shea lotion base is more like a cream, so I would recommend putting it in like a bottle. Now for this one, before you do add the fragrance, you want to heat this up. That's just going to allow the fragrance to bind better with the base. So I just used a water bath to make sure that I didn't scorch it, and then I'm just adding about 0.5% fragrance oil. One thing I did notice with this particular lotion base is that you smell a lot of the aloe vera, and that is the first ingredient. So I think this one would be really nice, especially after you have had a lot of sun exposure. I don't get nearly as much of the Shea, and we're gonna do a try-on test at the end of this video as well. I'm just gonna let it kind of firm up a little bit. Okay, so taking a look at the bubble bath base, I think this one's really cool because it is, I would say, truly a 3-in-1 product, and I'm gonna show you how it lathers at the end of this video. So again, with this one, just using a very small amount of fragrance oil. You don't need nearly as much as you do with a candle. And then for coloring, I did just have some mica on hand. This is an ultra sparkle mica. I wouldn't recommend using mica. You're gonna see it does mix in pretty well with the product like in the video, but what ends up happening is usually what happens with mica in these. It will end up settling just because it's more dense than the base, and it just settles to the bottom rather than suspending. So they make a lot of different colorants for, skincare products, and something like that is what I would recommend if you are looking to color this. And then you could add a little bit of mica, and it will settle. It still looks really pretty suspended now, but like I said, it's very short term. Just a few hours is what it will stay suspended like this. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out. I would recommend putting this in a pump or a bottle where, it has a cap, because you only need a little bit of it. And I actually tried this off camera on the video in the shower as well. And I found that it really worked well as a shower gel. But the way that I'm going to be testing it out in this video is more like a hand soap, and it's really moisturizing, and I love the lather, I will say, in this application. But then I'm also going to show you how it works as a bubble bath. So we're going to also fill up a little basin here with some water. Look at that lather, you guys. Like, I was very impressed. And it feels really silky and smooth, and it just holds the fragrance really well. Like, it has no scent to it, so it takes on the scent of that fragrance. The ambered vanilla was gorgeous in this one. That's the fragrance I used personally, and 0.5% was really all I needed. And then with this is kind of simulating a bubble bath application. Once again, you can see it has really, I would say, pretty good lather to it very quickly. And it just has this silky feel. So I was very impressed with this product. And then I'm going to show you as well the lotion. So look at that lather. Like, that's really nice. Okay, so then for this lotion, you can see how it's a really thin consistency. This was a couple hours after I let it cool down. So you would definitely want to pump for something like this. But I feel like after the sun, and if you live in like a hot climate, it feels really hydrating on the skin. But again, it will have a scent to it that does come from that aloe vera, that first ingredient. And this one I didn't add any mica to. I wouldn't probably recommend that. If you do want to add just a little bit, you could, but I would go really, really light with it if you do choose to add mica. You can see that it leaves a little bit of kind of a foam there on the skin, but I think that was partly because I just used too much. So I'm going to try it on my hands, and show you how that kind of goes away. Also, if you just rub it in a little bit more, it does go away as well. But it just has this light, hydrating feel. It doesn't feel greasy at all, and it doesn't leave your skin feeling sticky, which I really appreciated. The main thing with this one is just choosing a fragrance oil that I feel like would balance well with that scent of the aloe vera. I would probably go for something more floral with this, or something that's going to be more clean, a fragrance that's going to kind of be a little bit more powerful with this one than the ambered vanilla. But overall, I was really happy with both of these products, and I think that they're an excellent, super easy to use addition if you make candles and you wanted to add a lotion or you wanted to add a shower gel. Look at that. Just very hydrated feeling. Anyways, if you enjoyed, give this one a thumbs up. And huge thanks to Candle Science. Bravo on these two products. They are also plant-based, which I really appreciate. Anyways, I'm sending all of you peace, love, and light, and wishing all of you happy candle making.